Greetings, family. Empress D here, obviously in nature. I hope everybody is good. I hope everybody's taking care of themselves. That's what I'm here trying to do. I'm trying to take care of myself out here, spending time in nature, just the sounds and the sights, the trees, the air, it just heals me. It soothes me, and you should try it because it will help you too, okay? At this time where we need to really be taking care of ourselves and working on ourselves and doing things to improve our existence and our situation, I implore everybody to deliberately take action in caring for themselves every day without fail. Okay. I just want to send a shout out and send some love and healing and positive energy to those of you out there that are struggling, that are having rough days, right? I think that there are a few of us out there that are experiencing this, and only because I think that the world that we live in, I don't recognize it. I don't recognize it. I don't recognize the country that I live in anymore. I never thought that I would see this kind of I don't even know what to call it. This kind of situation we find ourselves in. Stay strong. Stay strong to those of you who are following your heart. I send you so much healing and positive energy. If you are being true to yourself, stay strong and you won't regret it, okay? I think I said this the other day, like, at least in my experience, when you go through some really hard stuff, at the other end of it, you've got like, it's a wonderful reward, and it's without fail every time. Okay. And so I really encourage those of you who are sticking to your guns and staying strong and going against the grain to hang in there. Okay. Hang in there. You can never go wrong with listening to your heart, especially when what you're doing takes guts and courage, right? It takes guts and courage to listen to your heart. And I congratulate all of you that are doing that, okay? I also want to just basically really quickly just take a minute to acknowledge the fact that we're all in this. It doesn't matter who you are. We're all experiencing this together. And so I encourage people to love one another. Take time with one another, man. Remember, we're all human and we're all in the same boat. I'm going to share a story with you today. I was in a store today, and I don't wear masks only because I don't feel comfortable wearing them. And I know that this is an unpopular, I just don't feel comfortable wearing masks anymore. I did at first, but I don't anymore. And so I was in this store, and I go to the store I was in the store maybe 2 weeks ago. And of course I wasn't wearing a mask 2 weeks ago, and I was there a couple of times 2 weeks ago, or maybe a month ago. And there was no problems. Everything was good. Now today when I went there, they had this new policy where they cannot serve me unless I have a mask. And they offered me curbside, and they offered me online. And I graciously said that I accept, there's nothing that I can do, that the store has their policy. And what I did was I elected to be outside the store and get served outside the store. I had to wait for a while for the transaction. And when the transaction was done, the person that was helping me and the manager came out to me, and it was in a mall. So I was sitting indoors, but just sitting outside the store. And so the manager and the person serving me came and they presented me with my item, and they apologized prophetically and at the policy and whatnot. And I just was like, it made me realize that everybody's human. There's no way under this sun that I could get mad at those people for implementing rules that their employer is forcing them to implement, right? But I could tell that they felt a ways about it. And maybe it was because I said to them, you know what, like, hey, I'm kind of getting used to it. I'm kind of getting used to being treated as a second class citizen. I really am. And unfortunately, that's the world that we're living in. But I told them that I appreciated their apologies and whatnot. But it is what it is, because this is the world that we're living in now. And I think by me telling them that, they kind of were a bit, they were even more apologetic because I think it got them thinking that really all I'm trying to do is just live my life and be me, and as a result of this, I can't do this and I can't do that. And I think that it was very apparent that these two wonderful women recognized the position that they were putting me in by virtue of them having to follow the rules of their employment, right? But again, it bothers me, but it doesn't bother me because, as I said, I told them I'm getting used to it. I'm getting used to being treated differently because I choose to follow my heart. So anyway, for those of you that continue to follow your heart, stay strong, keep doing it. Keep doing it. It pays off in the end. It's hard. It's not easy. It's unpopular. It's uncomfortable, but trust me, most of the times when things are uncomfortable, it's because it's causing us to grow. Okay, so keep that in mind, family, when you're faced with uncomfortable stuff. Okay. Anyway, family, I really hope that everybody is doing well. I know that it's challenging to do well in this environment, but I hope that people are doing well. I hope people are taking deliberate action to care for themselves, their mental health, their physical health, their spiritual health, their emotional health, all the healths. Okay, I hope they're taking care. I hope you are taking care of every one of them, family, because each of them are important to make us, to make up who we are, right? For those of you that consistently take the time to listen to this message, I really thank you. For those of you that just stumbled upon this message and took it in, I thank you as well, okay? I really love and I value each and every one of you, and stay strong, okay? One love.